We lost an entire dimension of our own history. This isn't about nostalgia for ancient ruins. This is about survival. It is about understanding how Christian civilizations rise, flourish, and then completely vanish. It wasn't wiped out in a single catastrophic explosion. No, it was transformed slowly over centuries through conquest, shifting borders, legal challenges, and demographic shifts. Church buildings became mosques. Some became museums. Christian populations dwindled down to nothing. And the great theological schools locked their doors. The monasteries fell dead silent. Eventually, even their memory faded away. And we need to look honestly at how the world was lost. It was not a peaceful transition. These massive centers of faith were systematically targeted, invaded, and subverted by very aggressive ideological enemies. And the primary force that shattered this historic Christian belt was the rise of Islam and the relentless march of military jihad. Across centuries, wave after wave of Islamic conquest swept through these territories using the sword to subdue nations and install Sharia dominance. In other areas, the destruction came from faithless, godless government or shifting political powers that stripped the believers of their voice. It was an intentional, calculated takeover. And it is also worth mentioning that it didn't happen because Christians suddenly stopped believing. Some courageous believers did try to fight back. They took up arms to defend their homes, their families, and their heritage. But the tragic reality is that they woke up to the true depth of the danger when it was far too late. By the time the institutional church realized that the enemy was not just at the gates, but already reshaping the legal structure of their society, the momentum, it was irreversible. So why does recovering and going back and looking at this history matter so much right now? Because Christians in the West are living with a dangerous assumption. We assume that because Christianity has been dominant in our culture for generations, it will always be that way. We treat our churches, our religious freedoms, and our cultural influence in our society like they're some kind of permanent fixture. Today, the exact same patterns of subversion are operating in our backyards.